How difficult is it to convert your ICAO or EASA license to an FAA certificate? Well, it depends on what certificate you want to get. In this video, we'll explain exactly how to convert your foreign pilot license to an FAA certificate. Before we go any further, let's clarify a small detail. The FAA calls their pilot licenses certificates. So an FAA private pilot license in your country is actually a private pilot certificate in the United States. Okay, let's start with converting a foreign private pilot license. First, the FAA needs to verify your foreign license and your medical certificate. You can submit these documents online and verification can take up to 90 days. You will need a letter of authenticity from your country's aviation authority. This might take a while, so make sure that you plan correctly. After the FAA verifies your license, you'll have 6 months to visit the United States. During your trip, you'll need to submit your documents in person to a Flight Standard District Office, also called FSDO, or to a designated pilot examiner called DPE. A FSDO is like a small FAA office, and a DPE is like a senior flight instructor that's certified by the FAA to conduct check rides and sign paperwork. The good news is that your local flight school can organize all of this, so before you head to the US, make sure you contact a local flight school. Now, you also need to complete the Airman Certificate Application Form, that's called an 8710, before you meet with the FSDO or the DPE. Now, if all goes well at this stage, the FAA, FSDO, or the DPE will issue you a foreign-based FAA pilot certificate. This means that FAA certificate is only valid if your foreign certificate is also valid. Now, if you want to remove this restriction and get a full FAA private certificate, you'll need to pass the written exam and the practical exam. You will also need to obtain an FAA medical certificate. Only then you will have a full FAA certificate that doesn't depend on your foreign license. If you have an instrument rating in your home country, you will need to pass the Instrument Foreign Pilot Written Test. Now, this is done in person at an FAA testing center. There are about 700 of them across the country, and you will get the results immediately. Now, bring those results to the FAA meeting as well. Now, if you want to convert a foreign commercial pilot license to an FAA commercial certificate, you'll have to do more than just paperwork. That's because there is no option to obtain a foreign-based commercial pilot certificate. Now, to convert your foreign CPL to an FAA CPL, you need to obtain a foreign-based FAA private certificate first by submitting the documentation like we mentioned earlier. Then you must pass the commercial pilot written exam and complete the check ride. You also need to obtain an FAA medical certificate. After that, you will have a full FAA commercial certificate not based on your foreign license. If you want to obtain an FAA airline transport pilot certificate, you also need to pass the ATP written exam, check ride, and the FAA medical. Additionally, you will also need to take an ATP CTP course before the written exam. The ATP CTP course consists of 30 hours of ground training, 16 hours of flight simulator training. It's an intensive course that is going to prepare you to fly large commercial aircraft. Now, if you're confused about medical certificates, watch this video right here where I talk about the different types. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.